I would like to ask you, can music and arts be taken as a profession? One. And can you mention anybody you know that's into music or into arts? But first of all, I would like you to tell me if you feel that music and arts can be taken as a profession.
Okay. Music and arts can be taken as a profession. Like in arts galleries or in arts museums, or you can audition for any talent show for singing and win a cash prize.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to this amazing episode of First Class Exclusive Interaction with Young Minds. I remain your host, Alberto Oluwafemi Azoba, and as you all know, this podcast is basically having insightful conversation with bright young people about schooling and life beyond the classroom. In today's episode, our guest is a beautiful and a wonderful girl, which she's going to be introducing herself to us at the moment. So,
okay, hello everyone. My name is Farida Popson and I am 12 years old. I am in year 9 and
what are things you like doing, things you like about yourself?
Okay, the things I like to do is I like to read novels, I like to draw, or maybe I can just think of decorating something because I like to decorate stuff.
Awesome. Okay, that's a good one from Farida. So, first of all, I would like you to tell me, as a schoolgirl, what is the reason why people go to school? What's the reason behind you being in school?
Okay, the reason behind me being in school is probably for more job opportunities, how to learn, but at the same time socialize with other people, and just growing to become future leaders of tomorrow.
Awesome. So you said a lot of good things why you are in school, and I really agree with you on that. But then again, you being in school, you have this future ambition of yours. You have this career you intend to pursue in the nearest future. So can you please run through what exactly is that? What's that career you intend to pursue in the nearest future?
Okay, so the career I want to pursue in the nearest future is I want to become a computer scientist.
A computer scientist, awesome. Okay, so I really like what you just mentioned now, but can you tell me, how do you think being a computer scientist will be impactful in our present society? What do you think they can always do to help our present environments, being a computer scientist?
Okay, as some people say, technology is a very good thing to study, or it brings job opportunities, and how I think it can impact or help in our present day life is that you may see some people with phones, laptops, iPads, and they use it for work a lot.
Okay.
Like you can use it for work, you can use it to create apps on the internet,
Okay.
make friends, communicate with people instead
Awesome.
of just going to their house or stressing yourself
So,
like that.
Okay, yeah, you've said a very great one on that aspect. So I want us to talk a bit out of that route. Let's move into the classroom. Now, in the classroom, can you please tell me what's that subject you're so much interested about when you're about to have that lesson in school? What's that subject that we can classify as your favorite subject?
Okay, the subject I can classify as my favorite subject is, I'll probably say maybe history
Okay.
or ICT.
Okay. History or ICT. All right. Well, I'm not surprised for you picking ICT because you've said it earlier that you want to become a computer scientist. So that's pretty cool. Now, you've just mentioned the subject you find interesting rather. Can you tell me about the subjects you find a little challenging about, or it looks boring to you at any point in time?
Okay, the one that looks boring to me is Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Yes.
And your name is Farida.
Yes.
You're a Yoruba girl.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yoruba being a challenging subject, it's fine, but like I do tell people that whatever subject you find challenging, I feel you can always have a balance of it as time goes on. Okay. All right. So quick one. I wanted to discuss on something now, and that has to do with some subjects. People believe that some subjects are classified as core subjects, while some subjects are just mere subjects. So I want us to talk about music and art as a subject. What can you tell me about music and art as a subject?
So music is a great way of expressing yourself through sounds or musical instruments, or learning how to play musical instruments, or learning how to sing or write lyrics of songs that you can play either with your instruments or you can sing, which involves creativity.
Awesome. So what about art as a subject?
Okay, so art as a subject, art is a very important subject to me because, like I said, it involves creativity just like music, and it also involves expressing yourself on a piece of paper through maybe your imagination, or through reality of what you are going through or anything. Like you can draw a picture. It's not basically all about drawing.
Okay.
It can also be about painting, or it can also be about music as well.
Okay, thank you for that. I would also want to ask you this question because most times people do say math, English, and science are the key subjects.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, do you agree, or how do you feel, or do you believe that music and art are also classified as key subjects?
Well, to some people, they might not agree that music and art are key subjects, but to me, they are key subjects because you can learn how to do critical thinking.
Okay.
You can also, some people take it as a hobby, which is very nice, but some people, it provides job opportunities for them. Like we have some famous artists all around the world making money and being famous.
All right, thank you for that. You've just mentioned something I'm about to talk about. So you just said we have some famous artists out there. So presently, I would like to ask you, can music and arts be taken as a profession? One, and can you mention anybody you know that is into music or into arts? But first of all, I would like you to tell me if you feel that music and art can be taken as a profession.
Okay, music and art can be taken as a profession. Like in art galleries or in art museums, or you can audition for any talent show for singing and win a cash prize, or you can become a musician like on your own, write music, upload them, rap songs, upload them on the internet or anything, and get offers from other music companies.
Awesome.
That would love to work with you. And yes, I do think that is a job opportunity. While for art, like I said, art galleries and art museums, if you can work in the art gallery or an art museum, you can sell your works. Like there are some very, very expensive artworks all around the world that are selling for millions.
I agree with you with that. I agree. So you've just been able to give me a deep and a breakdown of all of this. And I also mentioned that do you know any musician or anybody into act at all?
Yes, I know Nathaniel Bassey, which is a gospel singer.
Okay.
I also know Forrest Frank, which makes songs that are like very catchy. But for artists, I may not know some, but I know that there are some people that are into art out there that make it.
All right, thank you. So I would like to ask you this last question on art and music as a subject. Now, what can you say about people who kept underrating these subjects we've spoken about? Do you think what they are doing is the right thing? People who underrate art and music as a subject, do you think it is right for that? Do you feel that to underrate art and music, is it a right thing at this present era of us? You've just said a lot about art and music, but for those that still don't really classify art and music as something very meaningful, do you think it's right?
Well, to me, I think it's not right to underrate art and music, saying that it's meaningless, it's not it's not useful or anything like that, because it's actually very useful. Because most of the people that we listen to today, and most of the people that are very famous, that if you were to mention a famous person, you will mention them, they're mostly into art and music.
Awesome. So basically, she has said that art and music as subject you should never underrate, and I also concur with that, because she has been able to give us a breakdown of what arts and music can lead to. So whatever comments you have, you can put it there. All right, so you said a very great one on this, and I quickly want us to talk about now your school as a whole. Now, what can you tell me about your school? What's that thing you like about your school?
Okay, the thing I like about my school is obviously my friends and the teachers that help us to become the leaders and future leaders of tomorrow. And school is a very good place, although there are some people that are very bad, for example bullies, and nobody likes bullies.
Definitely.
But we are very grateful for our teachers that are helping us to control those bullies, and we're also very grateful for our parents to be able to bring us to school and take us back home.
All right, good. Okay, and one other thing I would also need to ask you is, now in school, as you've said, if you have an opportunity to change one particular rule or one particular thing in school, what do you think that might be if you have an opportunity to change something?
Okay, personally, in my school, during parties, they don't allow girls to wear trousers.
Okay.
Well, I'm not against that, but if I were to change a rule, I would change that rule to allowing girls to wear skirts or trousers.
Awesome. All right, thank you for that. And now I want us to talk about the social media platform at this present era of us. So I would like to ask you, which of the social media platform is your favorite?
Okay, my favorite social media platform is YouTube.
YouTube. So why YouTube?
Because I like watching videos, watching movies, and sometimes it inspires me to make my own, even if I'm not going to upload it. I can still rewatch it on my tablet or my phone or my laptop or anything like that.
Awesome. Okay, so we're actually coming to an end of this episode, but I have one last question to ask you on this episode, and I really need you to pay attention very well. I'll be giving you two different scores, 75 and 90%. Both scores are good grades, actually, but between these two scores, 75 and 90, which one would you award to dad and which one will you award to mom?
To my mom, I'm going to award 90. And
Okay.
to my dad, I'm going to award him 75.
All right. So just give me one reason why you're awarding 90 to mom.
Because my mom buys me a lot of gifts, even though they're not as expensive as my dad's gifts. She still buys us a lot of gifts, and she was the one that brought me to this world, taking care of me, making sure I have a roof over my head. While my dad, he supported my mom in doing this, but my mom felt the pain. But both of them equally, they're both very nice.
They're awesome.
Very good.
All right.
So,
Okay, good one from me, Farida. So we've actually come to an end of this episode, and we're super grateful for having Farida on our platform. So first class exclusive interaction with Young Mind. We have a little gift to give to you, and this is for you.
thank you.
You're welcome. So before we leave, I would like to ask if you have any advice or anything to say to your peers out there. What would that be? What would you like to tell your friends or peers? What advice would you like to give to them?
Okay, this one goes especially to people that are still in school. If there's any subject that you feel is not important, or any subject you are failing in, or you're making mistakes in, don't give up, because mistakes are just steps to success.
Awesome. Mistake are your step to success. That's a very good one. So thank you, our viewers. We've come to an end, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and the likes. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.